Hello dear. In this video we are going to learn about the nervous system in humans. This is the 7th chapter of biology for class 8 ICSE. In this diagram we can see that the main parts in this lesson covered neuron or nerve cell, nervous system in humans and the sense organs. Under neuron or nerve cell we have three classifications, that is the structure of neuron, synapses, that is the gap between two neurons, and the nerves. Under nerves we have sensory nerves, motor nerves, mixed nerves, cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Then like the same nervous system in humans has two classifications, that is central nervous system and the reflex action. Under central nervous system we have two parts, brain and spinal cord. Under brain we have cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata, and for reflex action we have five categories: sneezing, blinking of eyes, immediate withdrawal of hand and knee jerk reflection, and the last one is sense organ. So the main topics we are going to cover in this lesson is neuron or nerve cell, nervous system in humans, and the sense organ. This video we are going to cover the neuron or nerve cell. This is part 1 and the next chapter we will see in the next video.
Neurons or nerve cells. A neuron or nerve cell is the basic structural and functional unit of the nervous system. It is the longest cell in the body. Messages are received and transmitted to all parts of the body through neurons. The human brain is estimated to have about 100 billion neurons.
Structure of a neuron. A neuron has three parts: cell body, axon and dendrites. The cell body called cyton contains the nucleus. Many short fibers called dendrons arise from the cell body. They further divided to form dendrites. Dendrites receive messages from other neurons. A single long fiber called axon extends from the other side of the cell body. It is covered by the sheath called myelin sheath. Axon is the most important part of the neuron. It carries messages from the cell body of one neuron to another. Messages travel along the nerve cells in the form of a wave of chemical disturbance called an impulse. An impulse is like an electrical signal. Synapse, the gap between two neurons. Neurons do not come in direct contact with each other. They communicate with one another via synapses, wherein the axon terminals of one neuron lies very close to the dendrites of another neuron. A synapse is a junction where communication between two neurons occurs. Next, nerves. Nerve cells or neurons are joined end to end forming a nerve. A nerve consists of a cord-like structure with a number of nerve fibers bundled together like a strands of a telephone cable. Now we saw the nerve cells, the structure of neuron, synapse and the nerves. So then we have the classification of nerves, that is sensory nerves, motor nerves, mixed nerves, cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Let's see all these nerves one by one. There are three kinds of nerves depending upon the direction in which they transmit an impulse. The first one is sensory nerves and motor nerves, mixed nerves. First, let's see the sensory nerves. These are the nerves that carry messages, that is impulses, from the sense organs to either the spinal cord or the brain. They contain only sensory fibers. For example, the optic nerve that sends message from the eye to the brain is a sensory nerve. Next one, motor nerves. These nerves carry messages in the form of responses from the brain or spinal cord to other parts of the body, such as muscles and glands. They contain only motor fibers. For example, nerves arising from the brain leading to muscles of the eyeballs are motor nerves. Next type, mixed nerves. These nerves perform the function of both sensory nerves as well as the motor nerves. They transmit electrical impulses from the central nervous system to the muscles of the body. They contain both sensory and motor fibers. For example, the nerve that transmits message to the tongue is a mixed nerve. Based on the place from where they arise, nerves of two types, that is cranial nerves and the spinal nerves. The cranial nerves arise from the brain and reach organs in the head region. There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves in the body. Spinal nerves. These nerves arise from the spinal cord and reach various parts of the body. There are 31 pairs of spinal nerves in the body.